at Piscataway, New Jersey in Shai Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, checking in with the Wolverines head coach before the game. This running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And the Scarlet Knights will kick off first, and here we go. Coming out with it, it's Stewart. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. From the gun, the ground game. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on 2nd down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often.
Maybe some room here. Just what they needed. Huge explosive play as he takes it to the 33.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Guys, let's chat about Michigan. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Makes the grab. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And they talked about it coming into this game, guys. They were going to be aggressive. They had an opportunity. Could have kicked a field goal? Absolutely not. Hammered down, they stay aggressive, and they strike first in this football game.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Raymond. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
It's complete to the right. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Takes a hit as he fires. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
Expectations were high for this running back, but how about this, man? Not only has he been great day one and starting and being a pivotal part of the offense, he's leading the offense. He's in the Heisman Trophy race. To be a running back in that conversation, Jesse, it means you are dominating week in, week out, and at a young age.
Yeah, this 5-star running back has been giving defensive coordinators nightmares, sleepless nights. So far, they can't find a way to slow this true freshman down. He has just been unbelievable every single week. He's got this team right now in a race to make the college football playoff. And if he can stay healthy, David, I think they can go all the way.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Turning it on. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find the answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good...
Got a little grab. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run inside. It's Raymond. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
He's going for a big play downfield. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. The run to the right. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Throwing, Underwood. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, and a lot of offenses, when they get their free safety matched up man-to-man, they're going to take shots because they believe their guy can win. Really nice man-to-man coverage and a nice job making a play on the ball at the end that results in an incompletion.
Brings it down on the right side. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in third and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
Makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. Looking for a gap. It's Marshall. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking to pick up a first down on third and short from the 43. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a
caught, and he's got room. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. And the Wolverines have it in scoring position on first and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. At the end of that last play, there is still a Scarlet Knight player who is yet to get up. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Michigan. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Raymond. Show him a little juke, and he's up to the 30 before he's brought down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Swings it out to his running back. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Now, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
The Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Raymond.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Yeah, and I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football. Now you got a 4th down situation.
And the Scarlet Knights looking to convert on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got
intercepted, and the defense has set him up. All by himself down the middle. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Rutgers.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. And they make the tackle on the return. There is a penalty marker on the play, and they might be backing up a bit. They'll get a little bonus yardage added on with that face mask penalty, adding 15 to the return. And the offense says thank you very much for the bonus yardage, and it'll be 1st down after the personal foul penalty. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Picks up the 1st down. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
David, I've been so impressed watching this 5-star true freshman and how he's played early this year. I think everybody knew he was physical and he could run and he had speed, but this is a guy that can catch the ball, he can block, he can do a lot of different things in this offense. The moment has just never seemed too big for him.
Yeah, I think mentally, physically is never really an issue with a lot of freshmen. It's always the mentally. Can I take it? Can I learn the playbook? Can I handle all these things that are coming at me? He's handled it all. He's handled it with flying colors. He's on pace to rush for over 1,000 yards as a true freshman. Like, investment they made in him, well spent.
Catch in the middle. It's Marsh. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Wolverines, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Underwood throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Back to throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grabbed over the middle. It's Raymond. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. Safe completion on the screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Man, you gotta love the safety's eyes on that play. He didn't get lost. He didn't get enamored with everything that was going on in front of him, playing pass down the field. He locked eyes on that running back, saw the screen develop, comes upfield, makes the play, makes the sound tackle.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Raymond. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. They're working that left side. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
On the ground, it's Raymond. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Scarlet Knights pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The run inside. It's Raymond. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
Good right down the boulevard. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors and our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We kick things off with Arkansas, taking on the number 23 team, the Missouri Tigers.
Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Give to the back. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
I'll tell you, this running back, he's running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Trying play action. Got his man on the right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Looking to fire. Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Intercepted for the 11th time. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. That was not a great throw. Might even call it ungood. Tried to put some air under it and just made it too easy.
I don't think the quarterback had a lot of confidence in where he was going with that football, Reese. I mean, that's a ball that needed to get there so much sooner. You got to put a little bit more mustard on that throw, but just lobbing the ball down the field like that, I don't know. You're asking for an interception.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. That's caught. It's Marshall. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. You look like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Rides to the back. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
Here's Underwood to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Buchanan. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. And the Wolverines go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Running inside. It's Marshall. He is like a loose boulder just rolling to the 32.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Fires toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! Talk about a breakdown in coverage. That might be the easiest catch he'll have all day.
It doesn't get much easier than that, except the hardest part about this is the walk to the sidelines, because then you have to justify what happened, and your defensive coach is going to be just a smidge upset that you left that guy wide open in the end zone for the big play.
Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time.
Jersey in Shai Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
I caught up with the Scarlet Knights head coach before the game. His running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Reese?
Appreciate that, Holly. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. Throwing, Underwood. Got it in the middle, it's Marsh. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard. And why waste any time? Get right to it. The offense with a big play right out of the gate.
And sending a clear message, Reese, they are going to take shots. They've got playmakers. They've got dudes that can get downfield and locate the football. I love the attitude right out of the gate.
They should have their football cards stripped away and never allowed to go inside a stadium again. They're punting in the red zone. And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Raymond. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are athletic enough to rush the passer, but physical enough to play the run. It's a fun spot to be in as a DC.
The Scarlet Knights line up to punt it away. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So here comes the Michigan offense. That last possession, the early punt, losing track of the downs, whatever it was, David, that was a fireable offense. They better atone here.
I mean, that is unbelievable that no one can.
Touchdown, Michigan! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point is good. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll go back to work on offense. The run inside. It's Raymond. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To the ground to try to move the chains. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And the Scarlet Knights want to move quickly. Looking to throw on first down.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Wants to fire on second down. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, that's not the start this offense wanted. Your starting running back puts it on the ground on his very first carry. This is a guy they need to have a big game. They need him to get his confidence going, and that last play isn't going to do that.
To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. Complete in the middle. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And this is why I love sudden change situations. When you get a turnover, oftentimes coordinators like to take a shot right away. The defense is back out on the field. They're trying to communicate. Sometimes there's discombobulated. They're sleepwalking a little bit. And the offense takes advantage, taking a shot and coming up with an explosive play.
Finds his big tight end. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. It's first and 10 from the 44-yard line. Now the play fake. Bringing the heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it right there on that play.
Talking to coaches coming into this football game, he said he's got to keep his quarterback upright, got to protect him. If they give him time, he can do some damage. But so far, man, he's been hit early. He's been hit often. They've got to do a better job of protection up front.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got him in the flat. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Scarlet Knights are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Run in the red zone, it's Raymond. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Underwood. Stepping to the right. Trying to escape and get it himself. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Here's a heat. They get to him as he throws. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Underwood. Dances away to buy time. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
And the Wolverines are rolling down the field. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Zings it complete to the right. There he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide. Dump it to your playmaker. Your running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Unloads it left. He makes a catch. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some...
Going deep. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field. They're trying to make it happen, but the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Makes a connection. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
Firing to the right, complete. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll send the back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man on the outside. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be fourth down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Bulldozes his way through. Could be an alley. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch it, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
And he makes the extra point. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for a lot more on that one. Instead, he's out of bounds at the 14. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
Finds a man in the middle. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. And the Scarlet Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
And he's knocked down. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. It becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built